Welcome back to Lightcraft Academy. This is a real prop, a real synthesizer. I have added this to my repertoire of props for this channel. The thinking is maybe I can create some of my own music for the channel rather than just using stock music. So that's one of the things that I'm learning how to play the synthesizer. I know a little bit about piano, so learning a little bit about that. What a week it's been. We're coming off of NAB week. There was a crew from Lightcraft in Las Vegas at NAB, the world's largest convention for broadcast and film. Jetset won an award. There's a gentleman who specializes in YouTube videos, specifically on virtual production. He spent some time with Elliot on the convention floor. Elliot walked them through the app. Definitely worth to check out. I'll put the link in the description. Elliot also gives us a sneak preview at Gaussian Splats. Now, we've talked about Gaussian Splats here for a few months. Check it out if you want to see what Gaussian Splats look like inside a Jetset. My theme today is a revisit or a continuation of an ongoing theme, and that is this term that we use in broadcast called network. Network would suggest a big budget network, national, international broadcast versus a lower budget local broadcast. I'm in what I would consider a network set right now. Phenomenal set. I'm also experimenting with motorized slider. I brought the slider out this morning, took my mannequin, and you'll see I'm sliding back and forth on the set. I would say that although this slider is about 3 feet wide, you probably have 12 to 18 inches that you can slide back and forth before that 2D image begins to not work in terms of the parallax. But it looks like there's a safety zone there where you could slide slowly back and forth. And I'll turn on the slider at some point for one of these jet sets. I want to show you now. We have talked about in the past using ChatGPT to create a prompt for Midjourney. But with some new features that ChatGPT has rolled out recently, we can add a whole other layer of coolness. And by way of demonstrating this, I have taken an image, a very low quality, low resolution image of one of Jon Stewart's talk sets. And we're going to go to work and create our own rendition of his talk set using this ChatGPT with this new cool feature in Midjourney. So let's follow me and I'll walk you through that. Okay, so here we go. Let's see how we can use this fairly new ChatGPT feature to create some sets styled or modeled after this real-life image of one of Jon Stewart's sets. In this case, I'm going to upload the original image to ChatGPT and ask it to analyze the set, and while it's doing that, create a Midjourney style prompt to recreate the set. And it's done a really nice job creating a detailed prompt. Feel free to modify that prompt to match what you're looking for. Next, we go back to Midjourney to create a URL for the original Jon Stewart image as a reference, and then we'll paste that URL and the text created by ChatGPT into Midjourney. Soon we're given some options. They actually all look really good, but you can always re-render if you're looking for something different. I upscale the image that I like best, upscale it again in gigapixel, and ultimately I wind up back in Photoshop to do some last-minute tweaking. In terms of checking the framing, I take a second to pop my reference image in front of the set, and in this way I'm actually getting a preview that's really helpful and a time saver prior to actually filming the scene in Jetset. From small image to ChatGPT to Midjourney to Photoshop, and in minutes we have created a very respectable new virtual space, and it isn't hard to do at all. And here we are in that Jon Stewart inspired set. It started with a fuzzy little picture. We dropped that into ChatGPT, said, ChatGPT, analyze this, what's going on here, and create a Midjourney prompt. Fed that into Midjourney, followed some steps back into Photoshop, did some modification, and we have ourselves a pretty cool looking virtual set. Thank you so much for supporting Lightcraft Academy. As I always ask, please subscribe. Already working on that next episode. That'll be out in a few days. Thanks. Take care.